And we are back to Thomas Hardy and Emma. We're in this poem at the word farewell. She looked like a bird from a cloud on the clammy lawn, moving alone, bare-browed in the dim of dawn. The candles alight in the room for my parting meal made all things without doors loom, strange, ghostly, unreal. The hour itself was a ghost, and it seemed to me then, as of chances the chance furthermost I should see her again. I beheld not where all was so fleet that a plan of the past, which had ruled us from birth time to meet, was in working at last. No prelude did I there perceive to a drama at all, of foreshadow what fortune might weave from beginnings so small. But I rose as if quickened by a spur I was bound to obey, and stepped through the casement to her, still alone in the grey. I am leaving you, farewell, I said, as I followed her on by an alley bare boughs overspread. I soon must be gone. Even then, the scale might have been turned against love by a feather. But crimson one cheek of hers burned when we came in together. So what is the poem about? Well, it was published in 1917, about 5 years after the death of Emma, who died in November 1912. It is based on the first meeting of Hardy and Emma. It's written in a way that could almost be a eulogy for Emma. A eulogy is a piece of writing about a dead person, often read out at funerals, where you talk about how wonderful the person was who's died. It is about the almost ethereal presence of Emma. Ethereal means light and ghost-like. So it's the almost ethereal presence of Emma and how they fell in love. So let's look at the individual words and what they mean. She looked like a bird from a cloud on the clammy lawn. Clammy means damp and unpleasant. Moving alone, bare-browed. Bare-browed might mean without makeup, because your eyebrows is brow, and bare without anything on them. So it might mean without makeup, because it's very early in the morning. In the dim of dawn, just as dawn is breaking, just as the day is starting, that time when it goes from nighttime and it's almost the sun is almost there, but not quite. That's the dim of dawn. The candles alight in the room for my parting meal. Parting means leaving. Made all things without doors loom. Stand over something or someone threateningly. Strange, ghostly, unreal. The hour itself was a ghost, and it seemed to me then as of chances the chance furthermost. Furthermost means at the greatest distance from, so the furthest chance away, the least likely. I should see her again. I saw, not where all was so fleet, fast and nimble in movement, quick, very quick, that a plan of the past which had ruled us from birth time to meet, it had ruled us from when we were born until we first met, was in working at last. No prelude did I there perceive to a drama at all. No hint did I see there to a drama at all. I did not see a hint to any kind of drama that might happen. Of foreshadow what fortune might weave from beginnings so small. I did not see the warning that fortune might make a link between interconnected things or elements from something that started off so small. But I rose, as if quickened by a spur, excited by an encouragement, excited by something. I was bound to obey. Or quickened by a spur might mean metaphorically that you were kicked into doing something. I was bound to obey. I had to obey, and stepped through the casement, the window, stepped through the window to her, still alone in the grey. I am leaving you, farewell, goodbye, I said, as I followed her on by an alley bare boughs overspread. Alley is a small lane between buildings. Bare boughs, bare branches of a tree, which cover the surface, which cover the alleyway. I soon must be gone. Even then, the scale might have been turned. The scale, the balance might have been turned against love by a feather. But crimson, red, but red, one cheek of hers burned. One cheek of hers burned red when we came in together. So, this is an example essay question from November 2014, I think. Explore the ways in which Hardy makes you strongly sympathize with the speaker in either neutral tones or at the word farewell. I doubt that you'll have much of an opinion about the speaker at the word farewell quite yet, because we haven't studied it. We've just learnt the meaning of the words. But hopefully by the end of the 2 lessons that we spend on this poem, you will have a much better understanding of how to answer this question and how Hardy makes us sympathize with the speaker. In fact, strongly sympathize with the speaker. But this is some things to think about. The ending is happier than in many of the poems, which is surprising because a lot of the poems, as we've talked about, are pessimistic. However, the uncertainty of the speaker comes through vividly in this poem. He is uncertain of himself and the relationship. The couple are on the verge of parting. They are almost, on the verge of means almost, parting. But he tries to salvage the situation. Salvage means to save the situation. So, have a think about this question.